Hey guys, welcome to another video on Final Stand. Today I'm going to be really kind of talking about Final Stand, nothing really too special about it. Mainly why you really should play Final Stand. Like, this game, in my opinion, has really lost its charm it used to have. See, back then, the game was a lot more simple. Of course, like that's like literally every game in existence. It was a lot more simple, okay? You never had someone that was just level 600 running around casually, because that is the norm. The norm for this game for a high level is 600. Not, well, without heaven, of course, but even then, it's not even that high. It's pretty low. And for a lower level player, say you're like a human or something, and as you know, humans in this game are pretty bad, and they do not have any benefits to them in the slightest. Their forms give them stat boost, not much beneficial key, not much beneficial defense. You know, it's just not that good. The race in general is a bad race, and you're probably wondering why I'm even playing the race, but that's because I like to challenge myself. But nonetheless, I kind of quit the game. This game is really, again, like I said, lost its charm. I've lost a lot of motivation of this game. Now, anyways, finally back on to the topic of why you should play it. Now, the reason why you really should play it, if you are starting out, is because players that are this level, like level 600 and high levels like these guys, love to come to the low level spawns and just purge them and kill them and really make them lose their motivation that they had to play the game. Because they're like, well, maybe that's going to happen again. And I don't want that to happen again to me, so I'm not even going to waste my time. So, this guy is spawn killing this kid, so I'm going to stop that from happening. That's just not cool. So, if you are at high level, say like level 1000 or level 700, 800, just don't spawn kill. Like, let them play the game. They did nothing to you. I understand if they like shoot a couple of Kamehameha waves at you. Some low levels do that to you. It's really annoying. Don't worry. I like punish people for it too. Like this guy right here, I'd spawn and kill him because you know he's being annoying, and then I'll kill like 3 times and then let him alone. And if he does it again, rinse repeat that process. Really don't just sit there for like an hour, just literally wasting your own time and his time. Just being an just downright jerk to him for no reason. Like, I understand it's annoying, but like you gotta like pay some mind to it. That not everyone is a golden girl at this game. Not everyone knows everything about everything. They may or may not understand the fundamentals of the game yet. There's not very much, but you know what I mean. The basics of the game, it takes a lot to learn. It's a basic game in concept, but really when you get down to it, it's really not. Like most arcade games, like yeah, they're simple, but they're pretty complex once you really get into it. Me personally, I've been playing this game since its release, and I enjoyed it for the longest time. And when the Heaven update came out, I was able to shoot from level 700 all the way to level 1565. I right now am currently the strongest Majin in the entire game. Not a single person that is a Majin player, keyword, is a higher level than me. Gucci Stay Flexing can, if you know who that is, he's one of the highest level players in the game, apart from Saiyan Demon and Saiyan Angel. They're great people. Now, they're higher levels than me. They're level 2000s. They're really good at the game. They're really nice guys too. I mean, I think they're pretty cool. And they personally told me that I'm probably the strongest Majin in the game, and I've literally come down to it. I'd spoiled them to the point where I have not really seen that many Majins in this game at all. And it just kind of upsets me that not many people play it, despite the race being very broken if you can get it to end game. Just a little explanation on the Majin race. That their final form, their literally final form, unstable, is completely broken. It gives you the advantage in almost every single fight you get into. It has the attributes of UI except for auto dodge. It does not have auto dodge. I don't know why people keep asking if they can test to hit me while I'm in unstable if it still has auto dodge. Like, stop doing that. It's annoying. No, but in all seriousness, that's just one of the reasons why you really shouldn't play the game. Another reason is just the sheer fact that everybody's toxic. Even I'm toxic. In my own way, that is. The way I fight, I suppose, is toxic because I fight really annoying. Like, I dodge a lot. Like, I will not let you hit me at all. And you have to be cheeky about it. You need to be faster than me. And if you're in a laggy server, you'll most likely get me a lot. and I am using me as an example since I'm a veteran kind of player. I wouldn't say I'm not saying I'm the best player in the entire game. It's just that when it comes down to most skills, I know them. Oh, that kid's coming back to fight me. I don't think he likes me. But now you see, humans are pretty basic when it comes to most of this game. But it comes down to like a Saiyan. Saiyans now, okay. Saiyans are now like the #1 worst race. They are terrible, and this is my Saiyan. I like Saiyans because again, I had it before the Generace came out, and the Generace is a better Saiyan. It's a Saiyan with the base stats of like a Majin, a Frieza, a human. You know, that's basically what it is, and it's pretty broken. And I don't really know why Snake added that, but you know that's another reason why to stop playing this game. He just kind of gave up on it and just adds random shit that doesn't really need to be added. I mean, come on, the Jiren race is completely broken. If you're going to make any race in the game, the top 2 right now are probably Namekians and definitely Jirens. Now, if you guys, for some reason, watch my channel for tips on fighting, if you really ever want them, just you could always teleport to me and just ask about it. I can really help you out. If you want a tip on Jiren, I really don't have any. Like, their key max is pretty good, and their defense is pretty good. I would recommend you just trying to outsmart them, I guess. Don't spam against them because I hate the stereotype, but they're kind of becoming the new toxic race in this game. So, I mean, if you guys really want to, want me to kind of pin it down, I would just say try to play passive. Don't play really aggressive with them because you will get your face handed to you. So if you can, do stuff like this kind of, well, not really this. This is stupid. Don't do this. But just kind of keep your distance, dodge, make sure you're blocking and all that. And, of course, you should always counter. When they mess up on a move and they miss you, that's your chance to strike them. Especially if you use Blaster Meteor. Blaster Meteor is probably one of the best moves in the game to do that with because it fires so quickly and you can fire it no matter what move they're using. And it's a very spammable move. So say they miss like a Meteor Crash. You can spam 2 Blaster Meteors before the Meteor Crash ends. And it'll chunk health. Like, it'll chunk a decent amount of health. And it's not bad. But not many people are... they don't like it, which because it's kind of broken, but I mean, come on, look at those guys that spam a Racer Cannon just to nuke and kill you. It's just really stupid. And I mean, that was a quick side note. I know I keep getting off topic, but it's just a slight commentary, kinda. I mean, I'm just trying to give you guys slight tips and pointers and really why you should play the game. I mean, in general, I think this game is pretty bad. Like, again, I said a lot of the players, they're pretty toxic. It's either they're toxic or they are top and Broly beggars. It's one or the other. And I'm telling you now, it is the most annoying thing for me when players ask me. I'm dead, so I can't help you. Like, I can't go into tops. And players, for some reason, think I can. And even if I could go into tops, I probably wouldn't be doing them because I don't need to. I'm level 1,565. I have literally no reason to get to a higher level. I'm going to be stuck at this level for, all eternity. And if Snake sees this video, he's probably going to delete my character. But honestly, I'm not even going to lie with you. I probably wouldn't be all that upset. I mean, yeah, I'd be annoyed because you kind of wasted my gosh dang time. Because of an exploit he kind of, added into his own game. I mean... Technically he didn't, but he did. He didn't code it properly, and I understand coding is not an easy thing, and I would know this because it's kind of one of my career choices. So I can't really get mad at him, but I'm gonna get upset if he starts deleting people's characters because of that exploit. It wasn't really found by players. It was pretty much a thing since the beginning. Like players knew that would happen. Because technically those dummies that you used were players, so therefore you'd get XP for doing it. So, me personally, I did it. I did abuse that exploit, and I know I shouldn't have, but I did. But I'm kind of glad I did. Come on, I like the title of being the strongest Majin. So there's kind of another reason why most players are flocking the game is because, well, they're in fear that Snake's gonna delete their character. I mean, like, if I were them, I would just suck it up and keep playing the game. Like, if you like it, then play it. But most players, they really don't care. And my main reason, my biggest reason why you shouldn't play this game is just the toxicness you run into. On a daily basis, every single day I play this game, I'm not joking, every single time I get on this game, for one reason or another, there's a guy that's arguing with me. There's never not a guy giving me a hard time. It's either because of the race that I am, okay, or it's just a general just the general of me existing makes them upset. Because usually I'll say no to them if they want to go into a top, or I'll kill them usually, because, you know, that's kind of how I do things. And they'll get all mad at me because they don't get what they want and they act like children. And I know you're like, oh, but you're a kid yourself. I am a kid. You're not wrong. I'm 15. I mean, come on. I'm not all that old. I don't act like I'm 30. But, you know. But players in this game, they won't leave you alone if they don't like you. And God forbid if they're in like a clan like TCS, dude. Oh my god. Like, freaking hell, dude. They'll just get everybody they know on you. I think Spindly's in that clan, but I could honestly not care less. Like, they'll just get players to come and kill you and spawn kill you for literally hours on end. So, God forbid you piss off one of them. Like, yeah, good luck. Say goodbye to this game's career. And oh my god, is it annoying when that happens. Because players are just assholes. Like, I don't understand. Like, just leave people alone. Like, I get it, you don't like them. Like, if I understand if they were doing something to you that you really did not like. But if it really makes you that upset that you need to have someone else go fight your own battles, it's kind of a pain in the backside. I understand if you can't beat them yourselves and you do need someone to go and kill them, like you put them on a hit list. Like I do. Now, me personally, I really don't meet many people that can beat me in a fight, and like I said, I did mention those people that were a higher level than me previously. And those players, yes, they can beat me. I am not saying that I can kick their ass. If anything, I come close to Gucci Stay Flexing. I'm pretty close to beating him usually. Like, it's pretty much head-to-head every single time. But I lost. It was kind of, the first time was all my fault because I just, you know, the server was a tad bit laggy, but I can't blame lag, okay? That's for cowards. It was just me being stupid and me messing up on my own terms. And the second half was because we were allowed to use God and the Krillin if we wanted to, and we did. But, you see, on my Majin, I'm able to heal. And if I pulled off the heal, I would have won. Like, I would have been able to beat him. But the game didn't let me transform because the healing didn't work. So I was like, oh, I should transform. And the game didn't let me transform, so I couldn't win. So there's the story of me not being able to beat Gucci Stay Flexing. But still, we come head-to-head, so I'm not the worst, but I'm not really that good either. Like, I'm good, but, you know, not that good. I don't know. I'm pretty above average, maybe, because I could already feel like me making this video, I mean, I doubt anyone's even gonna watch it, but I mean, who knows, you know, who knows. But there's that reason. There's that reason for that. Oh, and like I said, again, God forbid you mess with a clan member. Like, good luck. Say goodbye to your existence, because I'm telling you now, if their players or fighters are as devoted as some of the people that I've met into going off their hit list, dude, good luck. Because, dude, they're like, I'm gonna hack your granddad's hip replacement, dude. That joke was from Soundsmith. It's a pretty epic joke. But anyways, I don't like to steal jokes. I don't know. I just do that. But anyways, it was a funny joke. But in all seriousness, I mean, that's pretty much what they do. Like, pretty much the gist of it. I don't know why players do that, but they do. They got all upset. They're like, oh man, you're annoying. I'm gonna put you on a hit list. And I've been put on like thousands of hit lists, and not a single person has really come to take their revenge on me. Kinda, I don't know. I think it's pretty funny how they don't. I think I was on the TCS one once, a couple of times actually, not a couple of times, because I like to make TCS members mad. Because usually they're toxic. Like, I don't like TCS clan. I think their clan is pretty toxic. Like, every single time I've met a TCS member, like, usually they're pretty toxic. I think I've met a few cool ones, and they were pretty chill. They said they were really only in the clan because they just kind of wanted to, you know, kind of use them for top and brolies, and that's basically it. And occasionally fight other players just to get better at the game, because the TCS used to be one of the bigger clans, apart from, like, the Frieza Force back then. The Frieza Force was probably one of the biggest clans in the game. For the time being, like way back in the day. It's a very popular clan. And then it really just kind of got shut down, and it turned into some random people just posting about their food. I have literally no clue of why that is, but it is nonetheless. Anywho, that's that. I'm just letting you guys know. Like, if you guys ever meet a TCS member and you're new to the game and you're like level 400, and for, you know, God forbid you're watching this video, because I mean, I doubt anyone is going to watch it, but anyways, don't make TCS members mad, or any clan member mad for that factor, because I'm guaranteeing you, man, there's going to be some guy that's just as high enough level just to one-shot kill you with some random move that they use in their arsenal. Because I'm guaranteed you it's going to happen. Oh yeah, if you guys look down there at the bottom, you can see my moveset. It's my favorite moveset, personally. I do use this to fight most players. On my Saiyan, that is. This is my key damage build Saiyan. It's not bad. It's pretty fun. I've been enjoying him. Here's the stats. What else should I cover? Oh, the sheer factor of the Oh, the lack of updates Snake does. That's one thing that everyone knows about. Everyone that's been playing this game for quite a while, maybe like a couple of months, and then maybe you got that player that's been playing a couple of months, maybe they're like a little 500, 600-ish. So they have their experience in the game, and they know that Snake does not update this game when he says he does. Now, in heaven, there is a Snake NPC that says in the future the updates will be like, he's gonna add rebirth, heaven movesets, and bosses all to heaven, right? And some players actually met him in the game in a heaven server. As they were talking to Snake, he said that he was going to release it on Sunday. I believe it was on August, and it was Sunday like 31st. Or no, wow. I think it was on the Sunday near August. I think it was like September 2nd. Or not September. It was somewhere close to there. That's about where it was. And players are just like, what the flippin' heck, bro? And I was pretty upset about it when he didn't like really update the game, but I kind of didn't care because at the time I was really not motivated to play the game like at all, because I was a high enough level for my liking, and I really didn't expect to get any higher. But then, I found the dummy exploit, and everything just kind of went uphill. It then went back downhill because I lost a lot of motivation. And another reason why I don't personally play the game, like this is because of me, not really why you shouldn't play it, but for me personally, players get mad because I'm a higher level than them. Players get mad and they call me a no-life. People for some reason think that this level, let me flash that level screen again. Come on, right there. This level was hard for me to get. This was not hard. This took me just about a week. Like, you'd be like, oh, you're still a no-life. I'm like, it only took me like 14 hours in total, and I know 14 hours, wow, you're still in no life. Like, trust me, if you like video games, I guarantee you spend even longer on grinding on some games. Like, I'm telling you. And it bothers me when someone calls me a no life, and I'm like, you don't know anything about my life. Just because I enjoyed a game more than you did does not mean dang diddly squat. Just because I'm level 1500 and you're not doesn't mean I owe you anything. I don't know why you're getting upset over me liking this game more than you do. It's kind of a stupid thing to get upset over. And most players walk straight up to me and they're like, no life. And I'm like, bruh, like, who, what, why? Like, what did I do to you? Like, I didn't do much to you at all, really. And then they get all mad and upset with me because, apparently I did something to them. Again, personally, I don't know why players do get like that. I think it's kind of stupid that players do get like that. And if for some reason players are like, I hate toxic people, I can't stand them, and then they proceed to go and be toxic themselves. Me and one of my buddies were fighting these kids. A buddy of mine. There we go. I could not word. I'm stupid. A buddy of mine and I were fighting these players. I'm not really going to give out their name because I really don't feel like, having them get all mad at me and then come back at me and just waste my time more than I need it to be wasted. I'd rather, like, not waste my time on them. I'd rather waste my time running around here and trying to make more videos and come up with more ideas. Like, I understand that this video is probably going to be very bad. Like, commentary videos aren't the best videos in existence, but, But, we were fighting these guys because they were, they were insulting one of my friends. My friend here, he was on this channel, I believe, once before. And his name is Hercule Satan, at least that's what I call him. Or in-game, his name is Co-Star Rocks. He's a really nice guy. Like, I'm not kidding with you. He's really nice. Like, he's a really good PvPer, and, if you want training lessons, I recommend you go to him. Now, if you're Co-Star, if you watch this, I'm sorry, but he's definitely a lot weaker than I am, stat-wise. But if we were probably on equal levels, he'd most likely beat me. He's a very good PvPer. And he's a human at that, so it's even more impressive. Oh, excuse the Facebook post there. Or maybe it didn't even show up, who knows. But, personally, I think he's a great person. But me and him were fighting a couple of these kiddos. I think, yeah, they were making fun of my friend, and I was like, hey, yo, man, you know, like, my friend wants to fight you, fight him. And he's like, no, man, he's too low a level. I'm like, dude, my boy Co-Star Rex, dude, he's super good, dude. I'm like, he's really good, man, you should really fight him. And he's like, what? And I'm like, yeah, no, I'm not joking, man, he does really good against me, because at the time I was level 1000. And they were like, oh, alright. And then we brought him over to the PvP rank, and they was pounding, they were messing up my friend, okay, I'm not gonna lie. My friend was still doing really well. He got them down to red, and I believe he was a level 700 heaven human, I believe. Prestige, ooh, yeah, 2. And he was doing quite well against them for just being a level 600 prestige human. They were heaven humans, so, you know, their base was a lot stronger and all that jazz. And apparently they claimed that they prestige at level 800 and then 900, so, I mean, I probably wouldn't, you know, doubt that. So, my friend, he was doing pretty well, and I gotta give him some mad respect. And then that kid, was like, he started to talk trash, and I was like, alright, bro, like, what the heck's in it to you, man? Like, what did my boy do to you? And then I was all like, alright, then let's go, let's get it. And then he fights me on his human. He gets completely decked. He did not win, because, you know, level 1000 is complete overkill. And he comes back on a level 1000 android. This android is, you know, pretty much on par with me. I fight him in unstable, and I win, because unstable is broken. And then we go for a rematch. And he has some audacity to tell me, you can't win without unstable. So I go into my third form, which, if you would like me to display that real quick, I will. What, Robert? Yeah, this is my third form. This swarm gives me a very minuscule amount of stat points, only 150. And the keygen on it, okay, I can't complain on keygen, it's like not even noticeable, but the keymax on it's not even that good. But it's still something. So I decided to use it instead of using like my first or second form, because those are just gonna get me killed. So of course, as we're fighting, he healed twice using the android form, because it did come out during this time, if you are curious. And therefore, I thought that it would be necessary for me to heal with my Majin thing, because I feel like that's fair, because he kept on healing, because I wasn't able to output enough damage to actually finish him off. And then eventually I ended up winning, because every single time he'd leave his form, I would put pressure on him and not let it up. So, and every single time he would absorb, I would combo him, or something along those lines. So, usually, usually I would have won, and then I did win. Yeah, believe that or not. And then he, got mad at me because I won. He's like, you healed. I'm like, well, you healed twice, fair is fair. And he's like, okay. And then his other friend that came over was all like, okay. No healing. And I was like, alright. So I agreed to it because, you know, I don't care. I mean, if he doesn't heal, then I should have the edge. And he didn't heal, and I didn't heal, and I won fair and square. But the thing is, though, is that I went really try hard on him on this fight, because I just really wanted to stop fighting him, because I thought he was a very boring fighter. And what ended up happening is I just, oh my god, you don't, like, if you were to see it, you would pretty much feel bad for the guy, because he only landed, like, 2 hits on me. And he gave up, like, pretty much, like, halfway through the fight. Like, he just pretty much stopped attacking me. He's just like, alright, man, whatever. And then he got all mad. They stopped fighting me. I won for the 3rd time in a row. I hate to brag, but, you know. And then my friend starts talking to them, and I think he complimented them, but whatever. I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like, even though those guys were talking some trash on him, he didn't care. He still complimented them. And that's why I like Co-Star Rex. He's a great guy. So anyways, as that's happening, this one kid that comes over, he comes over and he wants to fight me. Now, as you know, if you oblige to fighting somebody and the player that you're fighting against uses a cheap technique or a cheap tactic, not cheap technique, but a cheap tactic to win, that is a scummy way to do things. So you're probably wondering, what did he use reds? No, he did not use reds. If anything, he used the green color of beans. Now, during this fight, he really wasn't winning. He was a big spammer. Of course, most people that you have what in my eyes is the toxic moveset. The toxic moveset would probably always consist of murder grenade, but there has been actually, by the way, guys, here's a quick side note. There has been a script going around where players can actually hit all their moves on their keyboard pretty much without like any restrictions. Like they can use trash, pressure gauge, beam scatter, divine lasso, power impacts, emperor's edge, wrathful charge, or final blow, all at one time. All at one time. No restrictions. All at one time. Not without even batting an eye. All at one time. And it's a script. And if it does happen, do not think that this is some kind of thing you can do normally. You need to have a script for this. So, in my eyes, if you meet somebody like this and they ask you to fight, do not fight them. Just a quick side note. Anywho, this player decides to fight me and I oblige and I say yes. I'm like, okay. Well, actually, I really don't recall saying yes. I'm pretty sure he forced the fight, but, you know, he's one of those guys. So, as I'm kind of hurting him, I get him down to, like, he was a good matchup against me. Like, we were kind of going head-to-head here. But I got him to the point where he was about to die, and he decided to press the C key on his keyboard and heal. I called him a coward, and he's like, wow, what a waste of time, man. This kid is so bad. Another side note. Do not call someone bad if you heal using a green. You are a complete and utter loser if you do that. You are not better than that player because you just healed the green because they're beating you up in a video game. Are you kidding me? Like, that is... It's the epiphany of idiocracy. It's so stupid. It's like, why would you do it? Just, why? I'm pretty sure I used the word epiphany wrong, but anyways, just don't do that. Don't call someone bad after you either A, use reds, or B, green. Like, what is wrong with you? Like, that's so stupid. You're not better than them because you're able to use an other source of healing that not many people have access to. And of course, everyone has that. You just kind of you go over there, but no one really wants to use it because it's, you know, cheap. It's a cheap tactic in a fight, and only toxic players use it. They'll win fights. Unless, of course, the player you are fighting up against is also using greens. And then I kind of see it, to be fair. Now you're probably wondering, what, did you use greens? No, I did not use greens. I did not, because I don't care. He decided to fight me. Oh, no, he didn't. So he stopped and he decided to talk trash on me while talking to his friends. I didn't really care. It didn't really bother me because, you know, it's just a video game in the end. And then this one other kid that, like, was kind of there, I didn't really notice him. He was like a level 800 kid, and he's like, let's jump him. And, of course, they try to. I kind of flew away because they were all, you know, pretty close to my level, so I was going to get my face whooped in. And I'm not going to give them the satisfaction of winning against me, so of course I ran away. Didn't give it to him. I personally didn't care. No one else really cared. And that's that story. But then my friend decided to fight the one kid in hell, or secret world, if you will. And my friend was getting pretty close, and he was still talking trash on my friend. And I got upset about it. I killed him, and then he got all kinds of butthurt with me, and then he got all mouthy and all blah 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 because I won against him in a video game. Don't know why. But yeah, that's the story of that. That was pretty long. Short little commentary about my little experiences in Final Stand. If you liked it and enjoyed, well, good for you. I'm really not gonna beg for likes. Like, what do I look? Do I look like? Is my name Morgs? Is my name Morgs? No, it's Hyper Chop, my man, Dan. Anyways, yeah, if you liked it, go ahead and just go watch more of my cringy and not really good videos. At least I can upload in 1080p. I'm really not upset about that. I really think it's amazing how I'm able to do that. I'm actually really happy about it. Well, see ya, man.